Hello, and welcome to another episode of Last Man In Podcast, episode 52. We made it.
We're disappearing.
We are disappearing. It's only Dan and I today.
This is weird.
Stefan, some stuff came up. He wasn't able to make it. Slash, he's just being flaky. Stefan now. He is now what? What is he, like 2 for 5?
He took my job.
Yeah, Stefan is Dan. Dan in winter is Stefan in summer. They just can't appear in the same room together. Are you guys the same people?
I'm not saying we aren't, but have you ever seen us in the same room?
Thoughts on the Maple Leafs? Okay, you're not Stefan.
I don't even know. What do you say?
Where
do you start?
All right, so basically, yeah, and Greg is off living the life, living his new life. He will, in fact,
Big city living.
Yeah, he will FaceTime us or call us. We're going to get a hold of Greg somehow. He wants to be a part of this, so he'll let us know. But in the meantime, I'll give you a rundown we're going to talk about. We started division breakdown because there wasn't. I'm glad. You know what? At least Greg, he's not here, but I'm glad Greg suggested this because there's not a lot of NHL news this week. Like, there was one monster signing and then a few arbitration signings. And other than that, there has been
pretty quiet.
Much. Let's jump right into it. Right now is actually World Junior Development Camps for a lot of teams. The Winnipeg Jets have been nicknamed the new Team USA in their junior development camp, and
I like it.
3 of their guys, their 2 first-round picks from this year, Kyle Connor and Jack Roslovich, and Eric Foley. I believe we drafted him this year as well, maybe last year.
I think it was this year.
He's a defenseman. Okay, this year.
I think I could be wrong.
They have made the final 32 cut, so they will be invited back at the start or the end of November, start of December for World Junior Camp, vying for a potential final 22 spot on that roster to represent Team USA in Helsinki, Finland at the World Juniors. So, have you seen any of these guys there?
Eric Foley was a 3rd-round pick of this year.
Perfect. Wow.
Look
so
at
the
this.
First 3 guys this
Internet.
year. Nice. Yeah, and Dan's just taking over what Stefan does because Stefan was just horrendous at it. No, he wasn't. He did a job. He did his job.
The 1-month grace period's almost over, so
yeah.
I'll start cracking down.
It's already the 1-month grace period.
Is it?
He's only for me, and he's only shown up
That's
twice.
true.
He's
That's
shooting 50% right now. I'm very disappointed.
Better than the
in him.
Leafs.
Yeah, jeez.
I'm sorry.
Have you seen, have you gone to the Leafs schedule and looked at it, and been realistic about it in your head?
I know like their first 2 games are like Pittsburgh, Detroit, or something stupid.
Oh, well, I mean, those are division matchups, aren't they?
Yeah.
Or a conference matchups.
Yeah, like Babcock goes back to Detroit like the first or second game of the year, so that'll be fun.
And that's I believe their second or third Saturday, hockey night in Canada, is Filthy Phil Kessel goes back to Pittsburgh, or goes back to Toronto.
To Toronto, and just lights it up.
Whoa, have you seen, we've talked about it, Sidney Crosby's numbers against the Leafs are just insane. Just madness.
Just ridiculous.
All right. What was I going to mention? Oh, yeah, right. I remember going to see the development camp and thinking Jack Roslovich. I was looking, or Roslovich, I'm not sure how you say his name. I don't recall. How would you say his name? Here, I'll spell it. Roslovic. Roslovich?
Roslovich. There's no H. You can't do a ch with no H.
But true, he's American.
I don't know.
He's American,
I mean,
you're right. Roslovic.
Yeah, they're very to the point.
Yeah, no kidding.
There's no extra letters in America.
No, sir. Yeah, another great... Well,
they use every letter.
They use every letter and they mean every letter.
That's true.
USA, straight to the point.
It's true.
United States.
The Leafs first.
Go ahead.
First few games they play. The first game is against Montreal. Tough game.
That's a loss.
Second game is Detroit.
That's a loss.
Third game is Ottawa.
I'll give them a win. Is it at home?
Yes.
That's a win.
Fourth game is Columbus.
That's a loss.
Be tough. Then Pittsburgh.
That's a definite loss.
Then Buffalo on the road.
I'm going to give them a loss. That's 1-5.
Then Montreal again.
That's 1-6.
Then Phoenix, Arizona. Sorry.
That's 2-6.
Then Rangers. Then Penguins again.
They're going to be 2-8 is my prediction.
That's tough.
I mean, obviously
they play the Jets November 4th. So
we're at home.
At home.
Is that a Saturday?
It's a Wednesday.
At home on a Wednesday?
Yeah,
who do they get that Saturday then? That's garbage. They don't even
They're
play.
in Washington that Saturday.
Come on!
No, I'm dead serious.
They don't give Winnipeg that.
No.
What is that? You know what?
It's Sportsnet.
Actually,
Why would they?
Well, now that we're here, we're talking about the Jets. Go to their schedule. Let's find out how many Saturday games they have and how many of those are on Sportsnet. Winnipeg gets snubbed hard for Saturday games.
If we're on CBC, we're the 2:00 game. It's terrible.
What's funny about that? I think this year the The Flyers game is tell me when I know it's November. November 7th, I think, is a Saturday. I want to say we're the early Saturday game, but we're gonna get snubbed. We're getting Sportsnet like 3. What?
Flyers Jets, November 7th, 6 p.m. Hockey night in Canada.
No way.
Yep.
Okay, so the Leafs don't play that day. Then no way, not a chance. Because
I
the
don't know.
Leafs. No, that doesn't make sense then.
That's the day that they play Washington, because we play them that week on the 4th.
What?
Yeah, weird.
Oh yeah, let's go. You're at the schedule.
Okay,
Right?
the first,
Count how many Saturday night.
Saturday night game is on Halloween. A barn burner against the Blue Jackets in Columbus.
Oh, what time?
6.
Okay, we're not getting prime time on that one.
Then it's the Flyer game here.
Okay,
Then,
we'll probably get prime. No, we wouldn't.
Yep, 6.
But the Leafs play.
But it's regional. So.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Then 14th of November we play in Nashville at 6.
We have no. That is no burners yet.
Then here's a good one. Saturday, November 21st we play home against Arizona, 6 p.m.
Okay, we're 2 months into the season. We have not had a good Saturday game yet.
November 28th we play in Colorado at 9. So
That's the game. We get the big show.
The late game.
Yeah, buddy.
There we go. Here it is.
Yeah.
December 5th, Washington at Winnipeg, 2 p.m. Hockey night in Canada.
Is that Canada Hockey in Canada Day?
I don't think so. It's in December.
Oh, okay.
And that's the only Saturday game we have in December.
So far we have 2. We only one Saturday game December.
Yeah.
What kind of holiday spirit is that?
January 2nd, Winnipeg at San Jose, 9 p.m. Hockey night in Canada.
2. That's 2. Okay.
That's 2. Oh, good one. 23rd January, Devils at Jets, 6 p.m.
We're definitely getting regional on that one. Oh,
We haven't had one all Canadian matchup on Hockey night in Canada.
when's our first all Canadian matchup? Let's keep going till we
Saturday,
find it.
February 6th, Jets at Avalanche, 9 p.m. again on Hockey night in Canada. Saturday, February 13th, Jets at Oilers, 9 p.m. at Hockey night in Canada.
February 13th is our first matchup.
Jets at Oilers. So we're getting a lot of the late games this year, which is weird.
But that's
the only, so far, the only all Canadian matchup that they have in Hockey night in Canada. Because the next one is Jets versus at Panthers, 6 p.m.
That's
on
definitely
the 20th.
It's a regional. It's a hard
September
regional.
27th, Jets at Penguins, 2 p.m.
Oh yeah, that's
There
there it is.
There it is.
Go.
March 5th, Montreal at Winnipeg, 6 p.m.
Woo!
There
we made it.
go.
Oh mama.
Oh, that's actually an interesting weekend. They play Montreal here on Saturday night, and then they play Edmonton here on the Sunday night, next night.
Ed Money.
Yeah.
Is that the first time Ed Money's here? I'd like to see Ed Money this year. They're going to be interesting to see.
It'll be
the changes they've made.
You know.
I mean, obviously we'll get there in our division breakdowns, but they ain't looking too bad. I think realistically they could probably get 25 to 30 point difference. They'll still miss the playoffs.
I'd say so easily.
Confidently, I'd like to see them hit 20 points.
Oh, and we close it off. Last game of the year.
Close it off big.
April 9th, Winnipeg at LA, 9 p.m. Hockey night in Canada.
Yeah.
That's tough. Their last 3 games.
Go. Calgary's in there too.
Ducks, Sharks, Kings, all on the road.
Ducks, Sharks,
all on
Kings.
the road.
Okay, looking at the schedule because
last 2 games at home are Blackhawks Wild.
Okay, so we can't read
That's
we can't predict the future, but you always can look to the past. So right now, looking at those 5 games, those last 5 games, obviously playoff implications, or do you think they're out of it? And if playoff implications, obviously we'll get to it, but where do you think, who are they going to be battling for that either final spot or home ice or what? Maybe not home ice.
No, I think if they get in, they're going to squeak in.
Okay.
Do
Do you think Chicago lets up this year and finally misses a home ice opportunity but still makes playoffs?
They're going to make playoffs. There's no way they won't make the playoffs.
I still have them making playoffs, but I don't have them having home ice.
No. Yeah. I don't know. It's going to be interesting. I think... I don't know. I can't see anyone but Chicago winning that division. I just can't.
Again.
I
Okay.
can't. I think St. Louis took a step backwards.
So, okay, that's
I think
fine.
Nashville will... I think they'll be in the hunt, but I don't think they'll be top of the division like they were this year. I think Dallas will be in the hunt, but I don't think they'll be top of the division.
So you've narrowed the division
Nets,
down
like I'd say
to Winnipeg, Minnesota, Colorado. So who's going to be... You said Chicago's going to be top, and everyone slips. Who's going to be the surprise then? Do you think it'll be the Jets, or do you think it'll be Dallas. My guess before you even was started was Dallas.
That they're going to make it?
I know. Oh, yeah. I
Or
think
like they're gonna
Dallas
win it.
will make it. I think they're going to have home ice. Top
Home ice?
4. So I think there'll be 2 in
I
the
think
conference.
it'll be Chicago. Chicago number 1.
Okay.
Minnesota number 2. Wow. I think they're going to be good.
I love it. I like Granlund.
St. Louis will be the 3rd seed.
Okay.
And then the 4th is, I think, a toss-up between Dallas, Winnipeg, or Nashville. I don't think Colorado's. I think they're the bottom again.
Yeah.
I think so. That's my opinion.
Now, go to general manager for a second. Is Daniel Briere still signed on, or is he a free agent? Because is that why he's contemplating retirement? I mean, apart from the fact that he's on Colorado, boop. No, fan. I'm just.
He signed 4 years, didn't he? No, he's a UFA.
He is a UFA.
He's a UFA. 37. Hasn't signed with anybody yet. So.
Would you take a flyer? Not on Danny. Where could you see Danny Briere going if he were to sign a 1-year deal?
That's tough.
Because I don't think he fits in Winnipeg's lineup personally.
No, not at all. I don't think so.
We know he could perform in the East and the West.
I think he's better suited in the East. Maybe he goes back to Buffalo. I mean, he's not going to win anything there, so I don't know if there's any incentive for him to go back there.
Yeah, but he could be a leadership role.
Maybe he goes to a team like Tampa Bay for like veteran.
Yeah,
that's a young team. So Tampa, maybe he goes to. I don't even know. Pittsburgh, veteran depth. I mean, cheap.
They always sign guys. And well, you know what?
I don't know. I mean, that's a good question.
Yeah. All right. Well, moving on then. Moose droppings.
Here we go.
We had some big news dropped on us. The Moose, for exhibition games, they get to play. Where are they playing again? Well, I know they're playing Grand Forks, Ralph Bingosat Arena against the Iowa Wild
on October 2nd.
So get your tickets to that if you're in the States.
And then
they're actually going to be awesome.
October 3rd, they play the Iowa Wild again at Shields Arena in Fargo. Wherever that is. I have no idea.
So that must be where the USHL team plays? Does Fargo have a USHL team? Let's go. We have the internet. We can do this.
We can do whatever
Fargo
we want.
USHL. Now, while you're doing that...
Fargo Force.
Oh, so they do have a USHL. Well, that's definitely where the USHL team plays then, for sure.
Fargo Force.
Wow.
Yeah, it must be.
Well, I remember seeing an ad. It was like, get ready, guys. Pro hockey is coming to the Ingolstadt Arena. And, okay, I'm a little biased. I love the Moose. Don't get me wrong. But I'd rather watch Fighting Sioux, like junior hockey. Oh, did you hear about them? They have to leave. They can't.
Did they legally change the name?
Well, they haven't announced the name yet. Oh. But
it's going to be Sioux, though, still, right?
They released a list of every name submitted. I don't know if you can track it down or not, but like they released it to the public like I think it was like 100 and some odd names announced, and some of them were just like Sioux suck, and it was from like Wisconsin Badger fans or like Minnesota fans too. It was like was Fighting Sioux suck, go Gophers, like the official team name.
Non-consideration list?
Yes. They released all the submissions, all of them.
Let's see here. While this is loading, I actually saw an NHL game in Ralph Engelstad Arena in 2002. It was a preseason game between the Minnesota Wild and the Atlanta Thrashers.
And why would you go see that? Because
Thrashers fan.
OG Thrash fan. You were there.
That's the first time I saw him.
Really?
Yep.
Was Covey there?
Covey, Heatley, they were both there. This was 02.
Yeah,
so it would have been 02, so this was before the whole car accident with Heatley. So this would have been all that. And
Covey's rookie year, second year.
Second year, they lost in overtime.
It went. And what'd you think of that arena? Wait, haven't you? You've played in that arena, haven't you? Ralph Engelstad?
No.
No?
No, I've been to a tournament in Grand Forks. We never played in Ralph Engelstad. That would have been sweet, though.
That would have been
nice. So I have a list here. It says, this report includes all names on the non-consideration list submitted during the open submission period between April 1st and April 30th, 2015. The best part is they have the suggestions and then they have the rationale of why it's not a name.
No way! Okay, name me off just 10 random ones that you like yourself. Or a couple. Just a couple. You go ahead. I love it. Oh,
the 2% terrorists. The rationale is these terrorists forcing this thing amount to 2%. Okay.
The terror forger. Oh, like getting rid of the name, I guess? Because everyone wants it to be Sioux. 2%. We are the 2%. I remember that.
A-holes from Grand Forks.
Rationale?
The rationale is I am an NDSU alum, and I've always called UND folks that.
North Dakota State University. State. Okay,
it.
rivals. I get it. I like it. All right. The a-holes from Grand Forks. Come on. Where's North Dakota?
Or maybe this is rationale of why it should be.
No, yeah, it is rationale
Okay.
why it should be. Of
All
course. Why it shouldn't be? The a-holes. I'm from North Dakota State University. I'm just called the big city guys the a-holes from Grand Forks now. All right, let me out. You just wrote a decent one.
The anal seepers.
No!
And the rationale is anal seepage is a staple of campus life at UND.
Ah! Have you seen Ted 2?
Yeah,
Where
hilarious.
it's like, do you go to Arizona State University? Do you tell people you went to HBVU?
Great movie. Worth checking out if you haven't seen
Yes.
it. It's actually pretty.
I've seen it twice now. It's great.
The Backwoods Hicks.
The Backwood Hicks rationale.
Rationale, sorry, I thought we were just saying things about North Dakota.
Okay, one more and then we'll move on.
Oh, there's so many of them. I'm only on
Scroll
B.
scroll to W. Or go to the near go
Big
ahead.
old pussies.
No! Rationale.
The people and government of North Dakota showed what spineless cowards they are by laying down to that daft PC crowd. Nice job / go pussies.
Oh no!
The best Dakota. Because North Dakota is best Dakota.
Classic. North Korea is
There are lots for bison.
yeah, but no, you know why? Because North Dakota State University, they're called the Bisons.
Are they?
Yeah, that's why. All right. Well, we're moving on then, I guess. But
The boobs.
the
Ra-
boobs.
rationale.
All right.
Boobs are great. Let's glorify boobs instead of being racist. Hallelujah.
How? Okay.
I'm just gonna go down to it because there's holy crap,
Oh, really? How many?
628 pages.
And they released every submission.
You betcha.
God, you go.
There's like
Someone's job was to type this up.
There's
Someone's job.
There's like 10 pages of fighting Sue, and the rationale is we're fighting back for every single one.
We're fighting back.
Yeah.
Sue. Oh, that's probably a radio station or something. They got that go. We're fighting back.
Oh, there's lots for tribe. I
Tribe.
feel like that's more.
That is a
I feel like that's more racially.
Isn't that a
questionable.
oh no, I was gonna say a quest called Tribe, but it's a tribe called Quest. No, a tribe called Red.
A lot of people want to call them nothing.
Nothing. Rationale. There's no rationale.
No, it just there's a rationale for them. It's just like Sue or nothing. Sue or nothing. Okay, one more.
Okay.
Random page. Come on.
Come on.
There's seriously 600 pages. I'm not even kidding.
All right, if you got free time,
God.
just type in Sioux Hockey name submit or University of North Dakota name submissions.
Yeah, it's not loading, but that's funny. Oh man,
Yeah, I remember I was listening to
that is funny.
another podcast, and they were talking about the just how ridiculous it was.
Oh, that's crazy. I've actually on my
They-
if I have downtime at work,
Yeah.
I'm going through that.
They called bluff, and they were like, "Oh, you guys want to be stupid? Fine, we're publishing them." And Bill's like, "Oh shit, I signed my name on that."
Damn it! It'd be better if it told you
I ain't
who
going
submitted
home.
each name.
I ain't going home to Diane tonight. I'm sleeping on the couch.
Oh man.
Oh, hold on. Go to W. Go to. Would it be Y?
Find it.
Never mind. Don't do it. It's okay. I wonder if someone put your wife's box. Just to call back. Just so stupid. I'm sorry, everybody. All right. Well, bringing it back because we stay on topic. It's what we do.
Totally.
Moose
Totally on
droppings.
topic.
If you get a chance, go see the Moose. They actually are going to have a ton of young guys, and by October, they'll most likely have a good chunk of their team together. They might not have Morrissey and Patan in them right now because they'll probably be getting a longer look.
They could get. I mean, if the Jets roster stays like it is now, there's lots of openings. So if they want to give guys a go in the first 10 games,
No, and you got to think that
go for it.
the season doesn't start officially till October 9th or 8th, I believe. So
That's true.
by
So
that
the
time,
training
they'll
camp
still
will
be
still be
playing
on.
exhibitions
Yep,
and whatnot. So.
absolutely.
Yeah. Oh, and back to juniors basically. The National Junior Development Camps are going on. It's hilarious how in TSN, I went to a concert actually with Greg, and we went and saw a artist by the name of George Watsky and his opening act A1. They're both hip hop rap artists. He was talking about how when he's up here in Canada and he's watching TSN, it's like, yeah, you guys are crazy. It's like 95% hockey and 5% everything else. And in the States, we have like hockey, or we have baseball, football, some more baseball, some more football, basketball, soccer scattered in, and then like one clip, one highlight of hockey. And it's like, yeah, I learned like a word once a month of hockey. It's like, yeah, he had good puck handling skills. I don't know what that means, but whatever. But what I was going to say was our TSN up here, the junior team is having a development camp. What's development camp? It's where they invite like 50 kids to come down and they play 4 exhibition games against
It's where they develop.
Yeah, exactly. And then like say they see how they do, and then they see if they're worth an invite or a longer look throughout the season before the main camp in December. And it was on TSN. I clocked it yesterday. It was roughly about 21 minutes of the hour.
Holy
junior hockey.
Slow sports day.
4 months before puck drop. Because puck drops December 26th. We'll get back onto it.
There's something about Canada and hockey.
I love it.
We love it, man.
I love hockey so much. I'm excited for
for
Jets or just in general.
I think when Chicago won the Stanley Cup, I think the highlight package like amounted to like 30 seconds on ESPN Sports Center.
Oh really?
Like the game
Why,
they
were you
won
down
the cup.
there?
No, I just remember I was at work and I was trying to find highlights and I could only find ESPN. It was like 30 seconds. I'm like,
oh yeah.
Okay.
This is garbage.
Wow.
Yeah, that's
just the highlight packages on TSN alone are almost 5 minutes sometimes.
Yeah, well that's like
man.
Yeah, the junior pack right now,
rough.
like you go, it's like 4 minutes, and it's on like there's like 3 or 4 different players that each have 4 minutes. They're
That's
like,
rough.
Yeah, they're like, oh, Hayden Fleury, the Carolina Hurricanes. He's good. He's good.
No offense to all of our American listeners, but I could not handle that.
You could not handle what?
Only 30 seconds of hockey.
Oh no, that's what I'm getting at. But they're pretty good at. Well, they know their national sport or their pastime in terms of like baseball and football.
Yeah.
They can talk us under the table in both of those. Like I'm not.
I wouldn't even try.
I'm not informed on any of those. But that's probably also why when we get in conversations with Americans and it always floats back to hockey, most of the time it's the Canadian doing the talking because the Americans like, okay, I get it. You got the Jets back. You guys like hockey. Piss off.
We know.
You guys are. Well, you love Canadians until the Olympics. Then you guys are dicks. Yep. Sorry, correction. Winter Olympics. I don't know how we do in Summer Olympics, but I know Winter Olympics, we take it very seriously, and especially the hockey. Because...
Oh, it's war.
Hey, here's a hypothetical question.
Okay.
2016 will be the next Olympics? 18. 2018, do you put Connor McDavid on that team? Have a tandem
That's
with...
a loaded question before he's even played a game.
With a Taylor Hall. With Taylor Hall as his
Crosby?
lineman. No, with Taylor Hall.
You would put him with Crosby? You'd spread him out? I mean, it's easy to say. I mean, it's hard to say before he's played a game, but it certainly looks like there's a good chance.
How old would he be then? If he's 18 now...
22, 23? No, never mind. No, sorry.
20, wouldn't he?
21. 20 or 21, yeah. Because that was last year. Never mind. My brain doesn't work. Yeah, so, well, it's 2015, he's 18, so in 3 years he'll be 21.
Was there any 21-year-olds on the team last? Or, like, Doughty, I think, was very young.
How old was Taves in 2010? He would have been a couple years older.
No, maybe. He won his first cup when he was, 21? Let's go find out how old Taves was, and we'll go from there. We're super good at math. I'm glad we decided to bring up numbers when the math guy is gone.
He is 3 years older than us. So he would have, 5 years ago, so he is 27, so 5 years ago he would have been 22. So
what? So
actually, no, he would have been 21 because his birthday is April 29th.
Wow.
Yep.
Jesus.
Yep.
And he played a big role.
He did.
He was on the ice for a lot of big roles.
Wasn't McKinnon on the Olympic team? No, he wasn't.
No, that's World Championships.
That was Championship. You're right.
Claude Giroux makes the World Championship team because Crosby doesn't get invited first. Because he makes the playoffs.
You know what?
It hurts. Speaking of Crosby...
He proved everyone else wrong that year by finishing third in the scoring title or so, whatever it was.
Speaking of Crosby, weird segue, but Crosby and McKinnon this past week, apparently one morning they were working the Tim Hortons drive-thru in Cole Harbour, Nova Scotia. How awesome would that be if you pulled around the corner? Actually, we'd know. But that'd be like, who'd be the equivalent to those guys in Winnipeg? Shifes Trouba. Anyone on the Jets would get...
Solani?
Yeah. Man.
You know,
imagine if you pulled
around...
True Crosby's big. Okay,
yeah.
so that'd be like Timu and Taves. Because Because they're
Pretty much, because McKinnon's not from, because
no, McKinnon's from Cole Harbour. They're from the same town.
No, that's true. Oh, okay, you're saying people from Winnipeg.
Yeah. No, we don't need from Winnipeg.
Taves for sure.
No, Taves and Solani. We'll go Taves and Solani.
I mean, Solani's not from here, but
what would you do if you pulled around the corner and what would you do? Would you ask for a picture? Would you just be like, hey,
I always freeze.
What's up?
I always freeze. Like, even because I used to work at said grocery store.
Yeah.
And we live in Jonathan Taves, the neighborhood he grew up in, and like
we're here right now.
Yeah, he used to come here. Like, I mean, he still comes here in the summertime, but he used to go shop. I mean, sure, he still does. Anyway, what I'm trying to say is,
frequent the said store.
I was working at said store in said deli department, and I turned around, and he was standing there waiting to be served, and I just like froze. And it's one of those like, and I look at him, and he's like, "This kid knows who I am." Shit.
Yeah, and you're trying to act like, no, I don't know this dude.
Yeah,
I don't know you.
What?
And it's like, okay,
Chicago,
spoiler
what?
alert. I'm not going to ruin anything, but there's a scene in Ted 2 where Tom Brady's involved, and they knock on his door pretending to be repairmen.
I think you can talk about it because it was in the trailer pretty much.
Okay, fine. They're pretending to be repairmen, and they knock on Tom Brady's door, and he's like, in New England, or in Massachusetts, everyone knows who Tom Brady is. Anyone who watches the NFL knows who Tom Brady is, okay? Knocks on his door, and he's like, yeah, hey, can I help you? And he's like, yes, hello, are you Tom Brady? Are you Tom Brady? And later it's like, he looks at him like, come on, dude. I know you know who I am. Yeah. That's got to be rough.
And then he drops a ball joke. He's like, oh, I'm sure you didn't know about those balls being inflated or whatever.
No, I love your balls. Your balls are perfect.
Yeah.
As the doors
so
close,
subtle.
I love your balls. Your balls are perfect.
I wonder if he did that joke as like they shot the scene, or if they just filmed Mark Wahlberg doing that joke way later. Because I don't know if Tom Brady would be cool with that. You think he would be?
I think he would be.
You think
I
so?
think he'd be okay with that.
Okay.
There's a few.
I wondered that.
I think a few. Like, you got to be able to take a joke. I mean, but that's so good thinking though. There was a few current jokes in there that, like,
they definitely crossed some too soon lines.
Yeah, like the improv.
Oh god.
Okay, I can't ruin it. We gotta stop. We're gonna ruin it. If you watched Ted 2, tweet at us.
I lost it.
The second time I watched it was even funnier. Okay, no one knows what we're talking about, but just watch it. Do yourself a favor. It's great, but I mean, if you don't like borderline,
if you don't have a set
if you don't like Family Guy, you won't like it.
If you're very sensitive and you get offended really easily, don't watch it at all.
Do not.
Never. Don't even go
every
close
scene,
to it.
there's a quick line of like, whoa, hey, bop-bada-boop.
That's pretty
fresh. Mondays.
Okay. Hilarious, though. So funny. Anyway, hockey.
Right. Let's start this division breakdown. We got some time, don't we? Let's check. We do, in fact, have some time. Well, we'll start the division breakdown. We'll go pretty much worst to last here. So, as we were teasing...
Well, if we're going to the worst, then we should start with the bottom feeders.
Well, I'm starting with the bottomest feeder.
The Carolina Hurricanes?
They finished dead last year?
They did.
Oh.
Yep.
Okay. Well, let's do... Oh, yeah, right, because Stefan's not here.
Our steamed colleague, Greg... Yes, I said steamed.
Steamed?
He,
Don't try and steam a shirt when you're wearing it.
No,
You'll burn
don't.
yourself.
That
hurts a lot.
Hurts a lot.
Yeah.
He had this team covered, and
then
he's conveniently not here.
And then he handed it to Stefan, who's also conveniently not here. Stefan.
So we're just gonna wing this.
Okay, well let's go through it. Dan, off the top of your head, are there any player changes for the Carolina Hurricanes? Anyone out? I do know someone who's out. Alexander Semin got bought out.
That is true, and he went to Montreal.
That is correct. Anyone else leaving the organization?
Off the top of my head, I don't think.
Are you on the looking at?
I'm on the roster.
Perfect.
I mean,
all right. Is there anyone in?
Nobody noteworthy out.
Okay. Anybody noteworthy coming in?
James Wisniewski. He was.
How'd they acquire him again?
He was in a trade at the draft. Free agency?
Oh, yes.
He was involved in a trade for Anton Khudobin. Oh, there's one out. There we go. I should scroll down to goalies. Actually, yeah. They got Eddie Lack.
Oh.
Yeah.
From
Vancouver.
For Anton Khudobin?
No, Anton Khudobin went to Anaheim for James Wisniewski.
Whoa, so Carolina's got Ward and Lack now.
Yeah. So that's a pretty good
it's
solid,
basically Lack's team, I would say.
I'd say so, because Ward's got to be getting close.
Have you seen Eddie Lack's new helmet?
No.
He's got Roberto Luongo on it.
That's funny.
Actually.
Oh, because they're playing in the same. They're playing close together now.
I guess so.
Funny.
Yeah. But yeah,
Yeah.
he's physically actually like a mini like caricature of Roberto Luongo on the back of his helmet. It's pretty funny.
I think I saw that. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
pretty funny.
If you guys haven't seen it, you know what? I can tweet that. That's part of my job.
it.
I'll tweet it. We are just up.
We're going.
We're doing it.
We don't need outlines and plans.
No.
Screw it.
If you guys need to fall asleep, just listen to the sweet
Yeah.
sounds.
You guys probably have a better
voice.
idea of what we should be talking about than we do. So
Yeah, Stefan's probably listening to this in the future and thinking, "You guys are idiots.
get it together.
Get it together. Come on."
Hurricanes finished the season 30, 41, and 11 for 71 points. Their goal differential was almost 40, minus 40.
That's not terrible.
It was minus 38.
You want to see something really sad? Actually, don't do it now in your free time. If anyone out there gets the free time, go look at the NHL from the 1978 until 1986. There's like goal differentials of like minus 200. Like there's some teams that
I'm not even
were
surprised.
just real.
Back then, like
They were bad.
Man.
They were very, very bad.
I mean, guys would crack. I mean, Gretzky cracked 200 points.
You were only allowed to, as you said,
Nobody even cracks 100 now.
you were only allowed to take one of either his assists or goals in fantasy, which is
Yep.
insane.
That's crazy. That's ridiculous.
Oh,
And you'd still win.
that's something to make note of, for me at least. I'm officially bowing out of the fantasy sports game.
How come?
Why? I don't know. I just, not that I,
You too angry or what?
not that I
It's stressful, man.
not that I dislike it. It's I've become too lazy, and I stopped
Yeah, I know.
I stopped updating it because when we did it like back when we were younger, it's like, well, I had free time. Not that I don't have free time now, I just have other stuff going on, and it's weird to say because still hate really hearing it, but I'm gonna use this cliche because when you get older, you start to use cliches and speak like,
And you start to say things that your dad said to you.
Exactly,
That's
that's-
when you're like, shit.
yeah, and it's life is happening, Dan, and I just don't have time for it anymore. So I'm moving on. Not that I'm better than it, by no
Ooh.
means. I love it. Don't get me wrong, but yeah, I officially bowed out. I closed all my accounts.
I know what you
actually.
mean. It's just like there'd be times last year, and it'd be like Wednesday, and I'm like, shit, I didn't set my fantasy lineup this week at all. And at that point, I'm like, fuck, well, I'm done. What do you do, right?
Yeah. Uh-oh. I lost my pen cap in my shirt because I was scratching my back because I'm professional. All right, Dan, tell me.
What?
So we got players in and out for Carolina. Personnel changes. Anything off the top of your head?
Not that I can think
Okay,
of.
let's next section. Top 3 prospects. Carolina.
God.
Who did they draft this year? Noah Hannafin. I'm going to say Noah Hannafin.
Noah Hannafin for sure.
Boston College.
And he's
a defenseman.
He'll probably make the team.
They already signed him to a contract, which means he won't be going back to the
Look at this. They have an
NCAA.
off-season player tracker. That would have been convenient to find.
Dan, that is beautiful. And it's for each team?
Just for, as of right now, just for
Carolina. That's what we need. Perfect. Lay it on us. Did they make a big signing of your favorite AHL player who terrorized the Thrashers every time he played him?
What was his
Zach
name?
Boychuk. Or Dalpy.
Dalby. No, I think
Zach
he went somewhere
Dalpy.
else.
I remember
No.
watching Thrasher games with Dan back in the day. We're like,
Fuck
every
that guy,
time
every
Dalpy
time.
would play, he'd score.
Every time.
Just the Thrashers. Like, I'm pretty sure he's got...
They did re-sign Zach Boychuk to a 1-year deal.
Oh.
Noah Hannafin, they did sign to a 3-year entry-level deal.
Okay, so Noah Hannafin, I would say Roland McCowan, and who else would even... Because we're counting prospects as players who have not played a game in the NHL. So they got Roland McCowan, who they received in a trade for Andre Sekera to the LA Kings.
Mm-hmm.
And now who else? Who did they draft? We probably should have a draft up, eh?
They have an Eric Carlson playing for their farm team.
No relation.
I don't think so.
Maybe that explains why Eric Carlson's always tired. He's
Maybe.
playing on 2 teams.
He's double duty in it.
He's double
Yeah,
duty in it. Nothing else?
I don't know.
Hey, we're scraping the bottom.
Words, yeah. This is not.
Okay, what's the next
top-notch
team
yet.
that we have to cover here?
We want to go. The next one up would be New Jersey.
Oh, well, let me add it. Let me add them. All right, well, I had the pleasure of doing New Jersey, and let me tell you,
Enthralling. It was.
that is a word.
damn right.
It was enthralling. It took me probably 2 hours, and I'm not even exaggerating. 2 hours for me to actually.
Did you sit and enjoy the process? Just be like, oh, this is great.
I didn't sit back and think it was great. I took it on as like a crossword puzzle.
I have a question for you.
Yes.
What was it like going to Jurassic Park?
What do you mean? What? Going to Jurassic Park?
Because their team's old.
Ah!
Yeah, come on.
That's a good one.
Come on.
You know what? We're calling them Jurassic Park from now on. And the Winnipeg Jets have defeated Jurassic Park. I love it. I love it. Jurassic Park. I'm writing that down. Yeah, it was rough, to say the least. But I treated it as a crossword puzzle where sometimes you're trying to find words. Sometimes you get stumped and you're like, maybe I'll like walk away and like maybe something will pop up. And I walked away and I came back and there was still nothing. But this is what I got. Correct me if I'm wrong, anybody. Oh! Hartford, Carolina. Nick. Nick, right? Nick from Hartford? No, Nick from Connecticut. Nick from Connecticut.
There it is.
Nick, if you're kicking around, we're so sorry that we're like trashing your team. We're not trying to be
If you have more info than we do,
send it over. We'll read it. I'm not kidding.
If we were prepared, this would be better, I swear.
But we aren't prepared.
But we aren't.
This would happen when Greg,
Never.
like, as much as I got on Greg for never being prepared or anything, Greg kept us on track because he just kept talking while I did the work in the background.
Are we going to do a prediction? Sorry, not to interrupt you, of where the Hurricanes are going to finish next year?
We'll do that at the end of the division breakdown.
All right.
Okay, come on.
All right, sorry.
Jesus. We're professionals here.
Wow.
Yeah, no,
Professional is a strong word.
Yeah, okay. All right, so Jurassic Park, player changes. The only player that I knew going out, apart from Anton Khudobin, which I missed actually, was Dainis Zubris. They gave him an unconditional buyout.
I think he was the youngest
Claude
of the old
Giroux loves Dainis Zubris. Google Claude Giroux, Dainis Zubris. You're going to find a little nice surprise waiting at the end of that tunnel for you in the form of an elbow to the face during a playoff game. Because I hit one uncalled, and Claude Giroux took it into his own hands, and he went above the law because Claude Giroux is the law. Players coming in.
Oh, there's pictures of it. Man.
Yeah, players coming in.
What year did you guys play them in the playoffs? 2012.
The year that they went to the final and lost to the
Right, because
Kings.
you guys played them second round, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Players.
It's baffling that New Jersey was in the Cup final 3 years ago.
They're so bad. Let me continue to tell you how bad they are. In John Moore from the Rangers on a 3-year deal for $5 million, defenseman. Kyle Palmieri, they got in a trade. And Sergei Kalinin. That's all I got. Personnel changes. Out. Peter DeBoer. DeBoer? How do you say it? DeBoer?
I think it's DeBoer.
Peter DeBoer. There you go. And Lou Lamoriello.
That was a shocker.
Ray Shero. John Hines as a head coach. He was the Wilkes-Barre Scranton Penguins head coach, so connection to Shero. He took him over.
Makes sense.
Tom Fitzgerald, he's the assistant GM now. And Claude Noel and Andre Savard are now pro scouts.
Good old Claude.
And for the New Jersey Devils, this was the hardest part I found. They're prospects, because the moment they draft you, they sign you and they ruin you, is what happens. Or they just don't care about you because Lou Lamoriello used to be there. So their top prospect is their first-round draft pick this year. Pavel Zacha, center, 6'3", 210. Drafted in first round, 6th overall. Played for the Sarnia Sting in the OHL. I would say their next prospect, John Quinville, center, 6'1", 205. Drafted last year in the first round, 30th overall. Plays for the Wheat Kings in the WHL. And their prospect, their third one, was the toughest one. Steven Santini, defenseman, 6'3", 208 pounds. Drafted 2013 draft, second round, 42nd overall. Plays for Boston College. Now, this is all alleged, but apparently New Jersey wanted him to stay on the team, like play for the team this year. And they extended an offer to him, but he declined it to go back for his 4th year to play for Boston College. Now, why would he do that, Dan? All speculative. What happens after you play 4 years, after you haven't signed with the team for 3 years?
You are a free agent.
Exactly, and you pull a Blake Wheeler or more recently Justin Schultz or Mike Riley.
Yeah, true.
So I think that's what's happening. But fun fact about Steven Santini, he once played for a team called the New York Apple Corps.
Nice.
Yeah, in junior.
Great name.
East Coast Junior Hockey League or something like that. So yeah,
name.
their record last year, 32, 36, and 14. They finished 7th in the Metro, 13th in the East, and 25th in the NHL. That is pretty bad.
It's pretty bad.
There's 5 teams that are worse than them. That's kind of surprising.
I thought they'd be a lot lower.
So that was the New Jersey Devils for you.
Nice.
Now I'll speed through this one because I know I could go on forever about this team. Philadelphia Flyers. Player changes. They actually had a ton. I'm not trying to make this crazy. Out. Nick Grossman. Chris Pronger's contract. Thank you, base God. Zach Ronaldo. Sunshine Ray Emery. Carlo Koliakovo. Yes, he was a Flyer. Jason
I
Atkinson.
thought he was a Red Wing.
Yeah. Jason Atkinson and Oliver Lordson. He was more in the AHL. He wasn't getting a chance. We went back to Frölunda, Swedish Elite League. In Sam Gagner. He will be wearing 89 again. They announced the numbers.
Nice.
Yevgeny Medvedev will be wearing 82. Michael Newworth will be wearing number 30. No one cares about numbers, Cam. Jason LaBarba will be wearing number 45.
LaBarbera?
Yeah. He's probably going to be their AHL
I
guy.
was going to say, you guys have a lot of goalies now.
Yeah, once you got rid of Sunshine
Once you have
Ray.
the brick wall of Steve Mason.
yeah, I'm kidding. And then Timmy Brent and Colin McDonald. Timmy Brent, Colin McDonald, LaBarba
When
are
was the last time Tim Brent played in the NHL?
I don't know. But you're the Leafs.
It was a while ago, though, wasn't it?
I think so. Or maybe, I think he went to the Islanders, too.
Did he?
Might have.
Hurricanes? I don't know.
Maybe Hurricanes. Either way, he went there. Oh, man, I'm tired. All right. Personnel changes. Out.
That's what covering the New Jersey Devils and the Philadelphia Flyers does to Cam. Makes him tired.
Yeah. Personnel changes. Out. Craig Berube, head coach, and Jeff Reese, goalie coach. In. Dave Hacksaw Hackstall, head coach, and Kim Dillaba, the former goalie coach of the Kings. So came over because he's most likely friends with Ronnie Hackstall.
There you go.
Prospects. I'll rattle them off very quick. Ivan Provorov, D, 6'1", 201, played for the Wheaties and drafted him this
That's all you want to say about him? You were pretty happy about that 2 months ago.
Oh, I'm very happy about it, but now you gotta let it simmer
I see.
before he breaks the rookie record for goals by defenseman.
Oh, okay.
27 goals this year. He's gonna. Brian Leach, 21. Can't tell me.
He's gonna have to
nothing.
score 27 goals because they're probably gonna let in 27 a game.
A game? If they let 27 goals a game, Dan, I'll buy you a pro copy of every Jet player on the team. 27 a game?
Like an average for the year, or like just once?
No. You know what? Both. I'll put it on record right now. I'll rate it in bets.
Man.
If Flyers
That's never happening.
goal differential or just 27 total. Like they can win by 28. They can win 28-27. But deal. If someone puts up 27 on them this season, I'll buy you a pro Jets jersey. Any player you want.
Done.
Any player.
Done.
All right. Second one. Travis Sanheim, D6'3", 184. Drafted last year, first round. Plays for the Hitmen. Fun fact about Travis, he has a twin brother named Taylor.
Ooh.
Did you guys know, I don't know why I was doing this, but today I was bored and I was looking at the Dallas Stars draft history, which isn't the strongest. They've drafted 2 sets of brothers now. They drafted James Neal and Michael Neal. And Jordy Ben and Jamie Ben.
I forgot James Neal was a Dallas draft pick. That's
Yeah.
right.
They picked right, eh? Imagine if Jamie Ben went to Pittsburgh. Oh, mama. Oh, yeah. And then third one, I just tossed in a forward. Travis Konechny, 5'10", 175. He's going to be a folk hero for Philadelphia. You'll see. He's very tenacious. He shows the intangibles. Their record last year was 33, 31, and 18. 6th in the Metro, 12th in East, 24th in the NHL. Dan, hit me. Who was 5th?
Columbus Blue Jackets.
All right. Do we know of any personnel changes?
Not that I know of. They had I don't know how many man games lost to injury they had, but it was a lot.
Okay.
Like they finished the year on a 9-0-1 run. They finished with 89 points.
I think the Stars went on a big run too.
If they had been healthy all year, they probably would have been fighting for a playoff spot.
Yeah, most likely. I would say so.
Not much.
Give us what you got.
Not much in terms of changes in Brandon Saad and Gregory Campbell.
That's still solid pickups. And I did not know Gregory.
Neither did I until I did the...
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. Well, that's why we do this. We're learning.
Jeremy Moran and Artem Anisimov.
It's worth it.
Other than that, though, the team's pretty much the same. Like I said, they were 42, 35, and 5 last year. 89 points. Well, ton of games lost to injury. If they hadn't had those, they probably would have been a playoff.
They got beat up.
Top prospects that I found: Sonny Milano, he's a centerman.
Oh, he's beautiful.
Kirby Reichel, he's a right winger.
Yes.
And Alex Wenberg, who I believe they signed,
He's
on the
played
team.
a few games,
He's
but we'll
a
count
centerman.
it. Yeah.
So they have lots of forward prospects, which is a little concerning to me because their D-core I don't think is the strongest.
They're still waiting on Ryan Murray to kind of get going.
Yeah, they've got Ryan Murray. Jack Johnson obviously is the top guy. I mean, after that, it's very shady a little bit. I mean, you got Fedor Tuden, veteran. David Savard, relatively unknown. Dalton Prout, relatively unknown. Kevin Connaughton, who's relatively unknown. I mean,
Yeah.
unproven, and then Justin Falk, then lesser Justin Falk, because I was really confused when I read this.
Justin
I thought it was
Falk,
the Justin Falk that,
F-A-L-K?
I thought it was the Falk that played for Carolina. It was in the All-Star game. I'm like, what?
No, not All-Star Justin Falk.
But, to me, they're
Man, what if like one day, hypothetically, we're all, me, you, Greg, we're all traveling together, and we come across Justin Falk, and he somehow stumbled across one podcast where we're just smacking Justin Falk because we give him no credit whatsoever, and he's like,
probably all right.
he becomes like our nemesis, like Jay and Dan with well, who's that guy? Where they're like, who's that? Jay and Dan was they're very big in Canada. They're now
Zen and Konopka.
Zen and Konopka.
That was hilarious.
Yes, sir. And what we're referencing is Jay and Dan make fun of Zen and Konopka, and then one of the correspondents for TSN did an interview and asked him, "Oh, what do you think about Jay and Dan said?" And they're like, "Who?" And they're like, "Woo! I can sleep at night again.
I can watch Islander games again. Why would I start now?"
Yeah.
This is back when they sucked.
Yeah.
Actually, I was just on the Blue Jackets. I'll ask you if you agree with this. I was just on the Blue Jackets webpage.
Okay.
They have an article saying that Yahoo Sports Canada put out a list of the top 25 right wingers in the NHL, and they put Cam Atkinson as the number 19.
Who's behind him?
Nino Niederreiter, Mark Stone.
Oh, wait, hold on.
Jason
natural
Pominville.
right winger.
I don't know.
So.
Michael Frolik, Troy Brouwer, Yammer Yager. Honorable mentions are Matt Zuccarello, Ryan Callahan, Jerome McGinley, Drew Stafford, Justin Williams, Jakob Silverberg, Kevin Hayes, Joel Ward, Louis Erickson. Chris
Behind
Stewart.
Cam Atkinson?
All these guys are behind Cam Atkinson.
I'd like to see the criteria of this list.
The rationale is the Blue Jackets wingers are a faceless horde of good hockey players. I question that severely. 19th after I wouldn't even
every
put,
guy
I
you
wouldn't even put
named
him top
after
30.
him, I'd put ahead of him.
Yeah.
I'm not. This isn't a knock on Cam Atkinson. It's just
he's a young guy, but that surprises me. I just saw this.
But you know what? Maybe
I mean, he's just behind Brendan Gallagher, Bobby Ryan, and Gustav Nyquist, which I don't think is fair at all.
okay. But hold on. We
Those
don't
are
watch.
the next three
I
guys
don't
ahead
watch
of
a
him.
lot of Columbus games apart from when they
True.
play the Jets, Flames, or Flyers, right?
True.
So. He probably does a lot more than what we think he does, obviously, because in our mind we're like, oh, Columbus. Like I shouldn't have that thought in my mind, but I do. It's a reality. It's hard. It's going to be hard to get over. Like I'm slowly getting over Florida actually being a force. You know, they're pretty good. They're pretty solid.
But I think this is gross. Like he had 40. Okay, he had 40 points last year. He had 22 goals. Okay, so maybe we are
Being a little rough.
Maybe there's more
harsh
to that than
what we know.
But that's 1 year, so that's
That's still kind of rough.
You'll be happy. Jakub Voracek is number 4.
Let me guess who's ahead of him. Corey Perry. Do they have Ovi at right wing? Corey Perry.
Yep.
I'm drawing blank on right wingers. Let me have it. Just name them.
Patrick Kane's number 1.
Oh.
Corey Perry's number 2.
Okay.
Tarasenko's number 3. Voracek's number 4.
I'll take that.
Then they have
Okay.
Hossa.
Marin Hossa. Steady Eddie.
Hossa's 5.
Steady Eddie.
6 is Phil Kessel.
Just name top 10 and then we'll move
7
on.
is Jordan Eberle.
Okay.
8 Nikita Kucherov.
Yes.
9 Blake Wheeler. 10 Wayne Simmons.
Hey! 2 right way. 3 of them that I don't hate. Nah, I don't hate.
I can't really argue with that list. I mean, those
No.
guys are all pretty.
It's all relative. Like it's all
of course.
Yeah. All right. And okay, 5th. So we got Columbus, who finished 4th.
4th was Pittsburgh.
All right. Well, personnel.
So we're gonna have to fly by the seat of our pants for this one too.
That's okay. Personnel changes for Pittsburgh. They got rid of Shiro, but that was mid-season.
They got rid of because Jim Rutherford is their GM now.
Oh, that was last year. That's correct. I lied.
Same coach, I believe.
Mike Johnston. Yeah.
Yep.
They're going to give him another shot. They got to give him 3 years. It's not fair to just toss him after one. They're not the Flyers.
Notable guys in
Phil Kessel.
Phil Kessel, obviously. Eric Fair.
That's a big sign.
Nick Bonino. So that's interesting.
Okay.
On defense, who we got? Tim Erickson. I mean, not a household name, but he's in.
He's a good stopgap.
Ian Cole from St. Louis. I don't know if they had him last year or not. But, yeah, guys out. Brandon Sutter went to Vancouver. Who did they get for Bonino? No, that was Bonino.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
No,
I mean,
that's all right.
interesting.
And then their prospects. Let's go off the top of our head with their prospects. Holy smokes. Who did they draft this year? Pull up Hockey DB. Just type in Pittsburgh Penguin draft and then go to Hockey DB and click this year. Once again, this is all on the fly. We're super on top of things. Because if Stefan were here, now we're not playing the blame game. We'll accept responsibility. We're going to try and make it as most entertaining as possible. And by this time, everyone's left. The only people listening are Cameron when he's editing this. Hey Cam, how's it going? And Dan maybe later in the week. I don't know.
Probably when I'm bored at work.
There you go.
What do we got?
We work hard all the time.
This year they drafted Daniel Sprong. He's a right winger, 46 overall.
Charlottetown.
Yep. Then they didn't have a lot of picks this year. Holy man.
Name their first rounder last year. Kasperi Kapanen.
Yes. They
didn't traded him to Toronto.
They did not have a first round pick this year, or a third or a fourth round pick this year.
So Daniel Sprong, I'll name one of them.
Yep.
What was the second rounder last year's draft?
Didn't have one. They had a first, and then they didn't have anything until fourth round.
Who's their fourth round pick?
Sam Lafferty, right
Okay,
wing.
name the top pick the year after that. Because we have Daniel
Tristan Jarry in second round.
Tristan Jarry.
Jarry.
He's a goalie, right?
If we're going back to 2012, Derek Pouliot's their...
Boom, that's it.
Derek Pouliot and Ole Mata, who both are on the team.
Okay, well, we got to count them. Moving on. Who was fourth?
Yikes.
Fifth? Third. Who was third?
Math stuff.
Math and
The
standings.
Islanders. What do we got? Not a whole lot of turnover, really. Out, Michael Neuwirth. He went to Philly. They brought in Thomas Greiss as a backup.
Okay.
This is not a notable name, but this was interesting because Jets fans might care. James Wright.
Really?
Yeah.
Nice. Well, I'm glad he's getting a shot. All right, who else you got?
That's all I really have. They did not really do a whole lot. Top prospects, Griffin Reinhart, who I believe...
He got traded to Edmonton.
Did he?
Yeah.
Shit.
How dare you?
Yeah.
You know what?
You know
I'll
what?
swoop in and save you.
The site
Who's
that
your
I was
second
on...
guy? Who's your second
The
guy?
site that I was on did not say he got
Who's your
traded,
second
guy? Michael Dalcole.
Okay, third
And
guy.
Ryan Pulak, who I believe played for them. Has he played for them yet?
Nope. You know
Okay.
what? I'm going to swoop in and save you and add you.
Do it.
Matt Barzell. The trade that sent Griffin Reinhardt, they moved up in the draft and drafted him.
Right.
The guy's going to
Well,
be a
the site
stud.
that I was on was faulty information.
That's all right. That's fine. Hey, well, I mean, he technically was still in the prospects.
Technically. Last year, 47, 28, 701 points. Not
Okay.
bad.
All right.
Not bad.
Now,
at all.
second. What do we
Washington. Ooh, mama. They're going to be scary next year.
got? Okay, so they had a lot. Personnel changes. I don't think anything for head coaching or management that I could think
so.
of. Player changes out for sure. Out was
Eric Fair,
Troy Brower,
Troy Brower, Curtis Glencross,
Mike Green.
Mike Green.
Okay, that's the big
Um,
noticeable ones
In,
coming in.
Justin Williams,
Yeah. Oh wow, I forgot about him.
TJ Oshie.
Yes.
I think that might be it. Yeah, I mean, that's really the only two big guys that came in.
Okay, right on.
And they re-signed Braden Holtby. They re-signed Evgeny Kuznetsov and Marcus Johansson. Zach Sill, he's a smaller side.
Yeah, AHL signing.
I
for
mean,
sure.
so this team looks pretty good.
All right. And for who's number one?
The Rangers.
The Rangers.
New York Rangers.
Oh, you had the Rangers. Good.
I did. So,
Sweet.
out, Marty St. Louis, who retired, obviously.
Okay.
Carl Hagelin, who was traded to Anaheim. Sorry,
Yep.
Cam.
It's all right.
In Emerson Edom, who came back in the Hagelin trade.
Yes.
Victor Stahlberg, who was a free agent signing. And Antti Ranta as a backup goalie. He was Chicago.
Nice.
Yeah.
Didn't that one run under the radar?
It did. I didn't
not
even know
that.
about it until
Yeah, me neither.
I...
I'm glad we're doing this. We're learning together.
Informational. Look, right? I know.
Right on.
53, 22, 7, 113 points. President's Trophy winners. Top prospects, I've got Pavel Buchnevic. He's a left winger. I don't know.
Okay.
Brady Sky. I don't know if that's how you spell it. Skjei. Ski.
Oh, Brady
Ski.
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 Yeah, he plays for University or Minnesota
He's
Golden
a
Gophers.
D-man, and then
Yep,
they have Brandon,
he's solid.
Brandon Halverson, who's a goalie.
You know why these names aren't popping off the board? Apart from them being
Are they
most
older
of them
draft picks?
American, no, they're later draft picks. And now, why would that be? Because they've been to the Cup final, right?
Pretty much. I mean, I just went off I forget what the site was called, but it had all their prospects, and I took the guys with the highest potential rating.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what we got.
Perfect.
So, if anything, that team probably got a little bit better, which is scary. Because their window, I think, still open for another year or two, but...
All right, well, now that we're here,
Now that we're here...
how we ranking them coming up this year. Our prediction, totally Biased.
I'm going to go...
Totally biased, rather.
Okay.
But let's go.
One I'm going to say is... I'm going to say the Capitals win the division.
Caps, okay.
I'm going to say the Rangers come in second.
Okay, I'm totally fine with what you're going with so far.
Pittsburgh's going to come in third.
Pens, yeah. As much as I don't want that.
Alright, so they're just...
Wait, okay. We
I'm
gotta say fourth are the Islanders.
Islanders fourth.
We have to.
Yeah.
Okay.
Blue Jackets, I think, will be fifth. I think those two teams will be close.
Okay.
I'm going to say Flyers sixth. Hurricanes seventh. And Jurassic Park. We're going to close the park this year.
They're closing it?
Yeah.
They're moving it to Quebec.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah,
their attendance
rough.
is pretty bad.
Yeah. Well, while that's happening, or you know what, I totally agree with what you're saying there. In the meantime, let's move on to signings here. You guys, Dan, finally happened. Jake the Snake Scorecheck signed 8-year extension, $66 million, 8.25 per. Now, I know what you're thinking. Are you out of your mind? That's a lot of money. Now, isn't it, Cameron? Well, let me tell you something. He was making 4.25 per on his average contract the previous year. And since 2012-13, only 2 wingers have outscored him. Ovechkin had 216 points in those last 3 years. And Filthy Phil Kessel had 193, while Voracek had 189. So he would have been second if not for 4 points. Oh yeah, and he has most assists in the last 3 seasons of any winger with 122. And fun fact, Voracek is one of 5 players with 40 or more even strength points and 30 or more power play points last year. Who are the other 4, you ask? Ovi, Backstrom, they play together, Crosby, and Tavares. And if you look at what all those players are making, I believe they are worth that. Oh no.
We have a call.
We have a call. Look at this guy. From the land. From the land. How's it going, Greg?
There's no light in my hotel room.
No light at all? I don't know if we're going to be able to hear you.
I
but
can't really see you.
We don't need to see you. We just need to hear him. Greg, tell us, Tales of the Road, how you doing?
What's going on?
How's it going out there?
Well, first of all, can you hear me?
You're choppy, but it'll work.
Hello.
Hey, we can kind of hear you.
Choppy.
Can you hear me now?
Your audio's choppy.
I kind of...
Greg, are you okay?
Nonsense.
Live podcasting, people.
Is this
I'm fine.
like Blair Witch Project? Oh no, he's in the corner! No, Greg!
Are you really in Kenora?
Your life is worth so much more! So what, how,
I hate you, Cam.
how's life? How's life going over there?
Okay, so let me tell you. It sucks.
That's not nice to say. Come on now.
There's no 7-Eleven in Kenora.
Not even one?
Whatever will you do?
How am I supposed to get everything?
That's true. Insiders for the podcast. Greg loves Slurpees. I love dinosaurs. Greg loves Slurpees. Everyone loves their thing. And Greg, so it was taken away from you, is what you're telling me.
Yeah. No Slurpees, no Baconators, no junior bacon cheeseburgers with no tomato.
Oh, man.
No tomato.
No tomatoes.
No, he loses it when you... What are your thoughts on tomatoes on burgers?
Terrible. Ruin the burger.
Why would you put something healthy on it?
How dare they?
Exactly. No, lettuce is okay. Onions, okay. Tomato, terrible.
Why?
Tomato
What?
has a X. It doesn't know if it's a fruit or a vegetable. Problem.
It swings both ways.
It's okay.
We're accepting.
We are accepting over here.
Except for Cam.
Oh, mama. So, what can you... How is it over there? What have you been... Well, how's your food going? Do you have any food? Oh, no.
We lost them.
What have you been
Are you
eating?
back?
Okay. In my hotel room, I have a eaten bag of beef jerky.
Solid.
What flavor?
Original.
Oh, wow.
You don't dabble in the Chipotle teriyaki?
I have an eaten bag of laces.
You ate your own laces?
I have-
You ate shoelaces?
Man, you're desperate.
Yeah.
What?
It's a candy.
You're going to start eating shoe
I
leather
have-
next.
Oh, red laces, like licorice. Okay, next.
Name Nature Valley peanut butter crunch bars.
Delicious.
Ooh, very. Did you get the 32 pack at Walmart? It's super cheap.
No, I got a 10 pack from Safeway.
Did you get the ones where you get 2 free movie tickets? Because you can send them to us, because I'm pretty sure you don't have a Cineplex, sir.
Yeah?
Their Walmart is straight like the 1980s. It's scary.
Are you staying in
It's
the...
a different place here.
Are you sure?
Don't say where you're staying. Text me after. But are you staying in the one hotel, like the round hotel that's super cool? Don't answer the question on the podcast.
I am staying in the round hotel that is somewhat cool.
You are not? Dang it. Ah.
No,
You are?
yeah.
Ah, that's awesome.
Probably the only
The
place
one
they can
ho-
stay.
They took the pool out of here. There's no more pool here.
Is there concrete?
I specifically came here for a pool. There's no pool.
Does everybody in the town think it's a different year?
What?
I feel like it's one of those shows where you're in a place where everyone thinks it's a different year. No? That's just
Yes.
Hey, have you found your wife yet? Have you found like a lady friend? Have you found a friend, actually? Just a
me.
friend.
Have you found anybody?
Well, there's one guy I go to school with, and he served me beer all night, so he's my friend.
Your friend? Oh, well there you go. You have a friend and
not
now,
bad.
now you can do it. Have you seen Mike Richards yet?
No, I have not.
Dang it. Ah,
That's upsetting.
crying
No,
shame.
let me tell you about Cam, I have a story to tell you about Kenora.
Hey, is it family friendly? Because this is on the
It's
podcast.
extremely friendly.
It is what?
It's extremely family friendly.
Okay, perfect. Let's
Do
do
it.
it.
Yeah, there's no explicit. Fuck it, I can't say that.
Greg!
You lost your ability to speak. What are they doing to you?
No! Greg! Lay it on us. What happened?
No. So I go into work today, my first day. Meet this girl. I'm like, oh, you're pretty cute. Start talking to her. She's like, yeah, so me and my husband. I'm like, how old are you? Just like I was thinking in my head. And then I asked her. She's 20 with a kid, married. I'm like, whoa.
You know,
They do live in a different year over there. I knew it.
you know what that means? Her life is over.
Yeah, according to country songs, your life is over.
She's done.
The girls are all married and they're under 20. All married under 23. I'm like, this is not my kind of place.
I guess that's what happens when
I'm 24
everybody
and
knows
single.
everybody.
So, Greg, what are you gonna do then? What do you do?
So,
Be friends with her. At least she'll invite you over for barbecues.
50% of all marriages end in divorce.
committing myself to two things.
To what?
I heard
I'm
that.
committing myself to two things.
To new things. You're chopping in and out. Out here, let me fill in.
I think you fell in a black hole.
I'm committing myself to new things.
It's like going after
Like-
married women.
Playing video games. New video games. So,
My phone
your phone?
myself to two things. Video games and
No!
in my life. Ooh.
And murdering people? No, Greg! What's the second thing? You keep cutting out.
Video game.
No way!
We're not supposed to know. It's like that part in the tape where they rewind it in the horror movie when the part's just like, they start talking and then Joe's like,
Video games and what, Greg? All I can see is him chopping around on Skype.
I feel like you can hear me. That's fucking.
No, we're not.
it
We're
keeps cutting out.
It's seriously you'll hear it on the edit. I'll leave it in. Video games and what?
Video game.
Are you kidding me?
Don't say video games, just say the second thing.
Going to the gym.
Yeah, we did it.
Do they have a gym?
Hey. No, he's dead.
No.
That's it. He told us.
He's done.
Do they have a gym there? This is the weirdest game of cat and mouse I've played in my entire life.
Oh man, this sucks.
Well, while we're waiting for Greg to catch up and try and hear us, his connection's cutting in and out. Fun fact, Dan, you joined the gym today too. Oh, there you go.
I did.
All right, well, Greg hung up.
Oh man.
Well,
tried.
we're all really getting our lives together here. Well, that was a good way to, I think, wrap up
Wow.
the podcast. Do you have anything
I
else
feel
to
like
say?
people that are just listening to the last 5 minutes are gonna be like, what the hell is
What
going on?
happened?
I mean, it's fun for us, but
Yeah,
man.
I'm just gonna say, like, the title will be Metro Division Breakdown / Is Greg alive? Question mark?
Oh,
Nah, that will be.
He's calling.
He's calling again. Here we go. Let's try attempt number 2. Attempt 2.
Speakerphone.
Hello.
Yeah, I decided this is a better way to talk.
Yeah.
Okay, you go. You're gonna. Is there even a gym there?
Yes, there is a rec center.
What's a rec center?
It's a place where people go, and they have all their things met. All their needs met.
It's where they recreation.
Oh, it's where they recreation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, well, that's all right. Okay, Greg, we're closing up shop here. Do you have any wise words? Oh, you go ahead.
No, what did you guys talk about today?
Well, we gave a division breakdown, and Stefan wasn't here.
It's just Cam and I, so we've been literally having a wrestling match for 45 minutes.
Yeah, we were practicing like DDTs, and we're now a wrestling podcast. We knew this day would come.
There's
eventually.
holes in every wall in this room.
We've destroyed absolutely everything in the room.
Clearly, I was the glue that held us together.
Yeah, you are. Like, it's very bland. I can tell you, we were nice and quiet, respectful of each other, no yelling. We agreed all day today.
I don't think we swore at each other once.
No, well, not at each other. We definitely swore.
Yeah.
I did.
We did find the list of every name submitted for the Fighting Sioux by fans.
I feel like the podcast is just going to be dull now.
Oh, yeah? Because you're gone? Is that it?
I see how it is.
Wow. No, I see how it is. You know, we have the power to hang up on you, Greg.
Yeah.
We don't even have to answer anymore. We don't have to take
You guys
this.
want my input on anything? I need to talk hockey. I need to.
Yeah, we want to know what your projected standings for the Metro Division is for next year.
Alright. Okay, so I'll go from last to first. That's how this is going to work out. The Metro Division. So, in last place in the Metro, New Jersey Devils.
Okay?
Okay.
Just rattle them off, and we'll talk after.
Oh, okay. There's 8 teams, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
8 teams. So we'll go New Jersey, Carolina, Philadelphia, oh my goodness, New York Rangers,
Ooh.
Pittsburgh Penguins, Columbus Blue Jackets, Pittsburgh Penguins, New York Islanders, Washington Capitals.
Okay. You started off on the same track as us, and then it went in a totally different direction.
We had Caps, Rangers, Pens, Isles, Jackets, Flyers, Canes, and we've renamed, or Dan has officially renamed New Jersey Devils Jurassic Park because they're so old. Yeah, we're super cool. You know how we do. What are your thoughts on the Bernier signing?
Lamarillosaurs, I would prefer to call them.
The Lamarillosaurus?
Lamarillosaurs.
Okay. Well, what do you think of the Jonathan Bernier signing?
What was it? Was it 4.35 or something like that?
2 years, 8.3 for 4.15 total.
I still think James Reimer is a better goaltender.
Okay. All right. I dig it.
No, you know what? For what the Leafs needed, they needed him. I still feel Bernier has to show a lot to kind of prove he's worth money, but at the same time, I think if they want to invest in him, like in the future, I think he might be worth it. The issue I have, though, is I'd rather see them develop a goalie in their own rights. Like, if you look at the teams that have won the Cups over the last, 5 years, I guess, with Crawford, Quick, minus Tuukka Rask, but kind of Tuukka Rask. Because he developed in Providence before he ever ended up on the Bruins. But, where am I going with this? I'd like them to bring somebody up through the ranks. Like what Ben Scrivens did, I really feel that they fucked up by giving him up. But, that's just my opinion. If you think about it, like all the great teams right now, a lot of the top teams,
He's the brick wall.
He is the brick wall. How dare you? Here's Michael Newverth now, too.
You know what he is? You know what he is? He's a plastic brick wall. You know those like plastic bricks you play with in like kindergarten or preschool that you can like.
They still hurt when people threw them at you. That
are made out of cardboard.
They're good for at least one save.
Yeah. Well, no, like all they're good for is like they break, and that's kind of what Steve Mason does. Is he hurts himself a lot and breaks. Like he looks good, but he gets hurt a lot.
Yeah, I can't deny that.
Yeah, I can't really argue with that.
Hey, still the best Philadelphia Flyer goalie that I remember, Roman Cechmanek.
He was pretty great.
Yeah, he was...
I would say I don't remember watching him play when I was younger, but Ron Hextall looked pretty awesome because he was mean.
If you have time, and this is for anybody on the podcast, if you have time, I think there's a 14-minute video on YouTube of goalies getting pissed off. It'll make you smile every single time.
Greg, if you have time, there's a 628-page list of all the names that fans submitted to rename the North Dakota Fighting Sioux, and there's rationales of why the sorry, these are all the names that were banned, and there's a rationale of why the name should be allowed. It's hilarious.
Okay. Give me send it to me in our text here, but you guys gotta get on Stefan about this commitment. This is bad.
I know, it's unacceptable. That's what he's 2 for 5 in me being back on tour.
Like, I think it's time that we rethink our stats guy. Because, like, last time I checked it, stats, should be consistent, and he's been consistently inconsistent.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess
he's been the Phil Kessel of our podcast.
We're gonna have to give him we're gonna have to talk to him.
Yeah, we gotta have an off-air, stern conversation. Luckily, I won't be there, but if you guys can have that in my absence, that'd be great. Just make sure, like, you shove in a couple words, almost like break down a freestyle in my absence. That'd be great.
Okay, all right. Well, we got ahead here. We're way over time at this point, but thank you very much.
What are you guys at? No, I want to know what you guys are at.
We're well over an hour 10 at this point.
That's fine. Just keep it going. Keep it rolling.
It always...
Greg, just because you're lonely in Kenora doesn't mean we don't have stuff to do here, okay?
Cameron, what do you have to do?
I have to edit this and go to bed. I'm tired. And I look like Drake now with my face with my face shaved. My beard's gone.
It's true.
I feel naked.
Well, you've also, de-aged about 10 years.
No, I didn't.
Guys.
10?
Not 10. I'd say, 5.
Someone complimented me on my facial hair.
Someone complimented you on your facial hair? I'd be married by now at this point. Dan, you'd have 10 kids. Dan would have 10 kids and 3 divorces at this point.
I was going to say that they told me that I probably look better when I'm fully shaved. Yeah.
Oh, so it was a backhanded compliment.
So they're secretly telling you that it looks bad.
Greg, have you gone to a chip truck yet?
I have not gone to a chip truck.
Come on! Fix your life, Greg! You know what I've done since you're gone? I started helping someone renovate a house. I've taken down a whole wall. Drywall? Gone.
Cam got stung by a wasp.
And a dun wasp burrowed its way into my sock and stung me.
It's true.
And it hurt. A lot.
Was it the same as that turtle that apparently bit you?
A turtle did bite me. Piss off.
Jury's still on.
It's a big bite. There's turtles in lakes. No, this wasp is real. How do I know? I pulled away the drywall, and there's 10 other wasps flying around, and I acted Superman, and I was like, and I just started screaming.
That's a pretty natural reaction.
Yeah.
That sounded more like a dog than a human being.
Well, I don't know. Can dogs talk in Kenora?
Oh, yeah. But I should probably let you guys go, because, Dad has work in the morning, Cam has...
I have work in the morning, too.
He has work tonight.
Shut up. I gotta work tonight.
Guys, I wanted to announce this on the podcast. If you stuck around this long, I have a pretty interesting announcement now that I'm going to be having so much time on my hands. I'm going to be launching a sports blog, or a hockey blog, in the fall, so probably starting September-ish. I'll let the link out, but I've been putting some stuff together while I'm sitting alone in my hotel room. So
Oh, I see.
Yeah, look forward
So
to
podcast isn't good enough anymore.
Yeah,
you,
podcast isn't good enough, and
you have to go to written words.
Hey, don't hold. I'm gonna hold Greg to this because Greg always makes these crazy, extravagant plans and never follows through with them. So I'm holding you to it, Greg. What are you gonna do? How many posts a week are you doing? Like 1, 2? What are you doing?
I was thinking more like 2 or 3, maybe 4, depending on how like bored I am, but probably 2 to 3.
How many words? How many words a post?
26.
400 to 800-ish.
Okay,
Maybe more.
you heard it here first, folks. We're gonna hold it to him. And Greg, if you do not have, when are you starting? October?
I was gonna say like September.
September? 2 a week average?
2-week average.
3 times
8 a month.
That's 8 a month, 8 times 3, 24. If you don't have at least 20 posts by Christmas time, we're going to make you do something terrible on the podcast in person.
We're gonna come find you and make you do something.
I'll hold
terrible.
you to it. We got to get you going on this.
Yeah. No, it's
Do you have a name
the
yet?
connection. It's gonna be in connection with something else, but that's for a later discussion, and maybe.
Okay, so Greg, okay guys, I just want to throw this out there. Greg, he's real good at talking. Don't get your hopes up, okay? Greg
It's
could,
gonna be 400 words of all one sentence.
yeah, Greg
No
could,
punctuation.
Greg could totally work in the Leafs front office because they're real good at talking over there. Yeah, no, we're gonna get better eventually in time. I don't know when.
Dude, that's the Oilers.
We'll score more goals.
Yeah, well, all right, we'll hold you to it. Well, I guess I'll leave you that, and we gotta sign off. These people we're all losing interest at this point.
I lost interest like 20
Can I
minutes ago.
sign? Can I sign off?
You
Can I
could
make
sign
the
us
sign
off with you and your lies, but you go ahead, Greg.
Okay, guys, if you've listened this far, thank you very much for listening to Last Man In podcast. You can check us out on Twitter at LastManInPC or at Gmail. You can email us your questions, comments, and concerns, or if you want to tell Cam that he should grow his beard back, put it into our Gmail, which is lastmaninpc@gmail.com. We read it and update it every day, so we hope to hear from you. And for those who have written to us before, we'd love to hear from you again. And yeah, if you've stuck it this far, just put a big, I heart Cam in the YouTube comments. Okay, thanks. See you next week.